Planet Dolan.
From new theories about savage Vikings to Blackbeard's bizarre medical tools, we count 10 recent discoveries about ancient cultures. Hey everyone, my name is Melissa. I'm here to caress your brain cells with weird facts from all over the world. Number 10. Viking Slaves. According to some recent archaeological finds, ancient Vikings may have been even more savage and brutal than we ever thought. Analyses of Norse fossils found in Ireland and Sweden have shown that Vikings relied heavily on slave labor to build their armies. Records show that Vikings usually had many wives, and when they were running low, they brutally abducted women and workers from other cultures. It is also reported that Viking slaves lived in absolute poverty and were usually killed or left for dead when their master died. Number 9. Kakchi Kid. One Canadian teenager recently made a very significant discovery about the Mayans without even leaving his bedroom. William Gattery from Quebec looked at hundreds of maps of ancient Mayan cities and noticed that their layouts imitated star constellations. When one of the maps didn't follow this pattern, Gattery asked some scientists to help him analyze satellite imagery. What they found was a lost Mayan site, just as he suspected. Gattery is now hoping to fund an expedition to travel the jungle and confirm the proposed lost city he calls Kakchi. Number 8. African Metropolis. Studies of some strange patterns in fields across South Africa revealed a pretty surprising discovery. Local farmers knew about the existence of these strange circular formations for many years, but just assumed they were made by some older farmers. Scientists flying over the region were able to show that these formations were actually relics of an enormous civilization from around 200,000 BC and spread across 1,500 square miles. The never-before-seen African metropolis is rumored to have some of the oldest evidence of early human activity. Number 7. Aborigines. It has long been believed that a certain extinct species of man first inhabited the harsh terrain of early Australia. That is, until recently, when it was revealed that the oldest skeleton found in Australia, known as the Mungo Man, was contaminated by human interaction when it was discovered in 1974. The DNA sample was unable to prove that any other human occupied Australia before the local Aboriginal people. New technology was able to debunk this theory, and scientists are now very confident that the Aborigines were the very first inhabitants of the Lucky Country. Number 6. Peruvian Lady. Scientists in Peru have found the decorated remains of a woman that may rewrite their culture's history. The mummified woman is estimated to be about 4,500 years old, and unlike most female skeletons, she was buried with a variety of upper-class objects, like a necklace, vegetable fragments, and carefully carved bone motifs. For an ancient woman to be buried with such noble items shows that she was of very high social status, and means that genders were possibly treated equally in those days. The 40 or 50-year-old woman died of unknown causes, and her remains have provided valuable insight into ancient Peruvian culture. Number 5. Conservation. One of the most baffling questions about how the Mayans were able to keep water in such dry climates has potentially been answered by recent science. The Mayans might not have had sophisticated drain pipes like we do now, so how did they stay hydrated? New laser imaging technology attached to planes was flown over the ancient Mexican sites and revealed hundreds of water reservoirs, some stretching into residential spaces. Limestone reservoirs would enable the safe storage of drinkable water for up to a whole year. Pretty cool. Number 4. Roman treasure. A shipwreck full of treasure was reportedly the biggest haul of ancient treasure discovered in over 30 years. Divers in Israel came across the sunken wreckage of a 1,600-year-old merchant ship full of incredible Roman statues and relics. The sand covering the treasures preserved them, making them look like they had been carved yesterday. The coins were dated to the time of Constantine, and next to them were statues of gods and goddesses, and an African slave's head. Number 3. Teotihuacan Tunnel. Many ancient Mesoamerican civilizations remain a mystery to modern scientists, but a recent underground discovery has added another piece to the puzzle. Teotihuacan was a city in modern Mexico that had as many as 200,000 people living there in 400 BC. Then, for some reason, 250 years later, the whole city seemed to have been abandoned. A sinkhole which opened up in 2003 revealed a 330-foot-long tunnel running under the city, and scientists have so far retrieved over 75,000 artifacts from the tunnel alone. The discovery of this tunnel will help researchers understand what happened to the enigmatic culture that once inhabited the city. Number 2. World's oldest tea. The oldest tea leaves in the world were discovered in China, stored safely in the tomb of an ancient emperor. The Chinese emperor, Liu Qi, who ruled almost 2,100 years ago, was buried in Xi'an alongside his wife and a massive amount of tea. Reports suggest he was so fond of the drink, he wanted to keep drinking it in the afterlife. The discovery revealed that tea was being traded on the international Silk Road trade route much earlier than previously thought. Along with a massive amount of tea, the emperor was also buried with over 50,000 life-size warriors, made out of terracotta. Number 1. Blackbeard's medical tools. The famous shipwreck of Edward Teach, better known as Pirate Blackbeard, is still revealing some very disturbing facts about the past. The ship, which was called Queen Anne's Revenge, was found in 1996 and is still only 60% excavated to this day. Among the things scientists have found are urethral syringes full of mercury to treat syphilis and medical enema pumps. The instruments show us how drastically misunderstood medical illnesses were 300 years ago. 31 cannons have also been recovered from the wreckage, at least 4 of which are sophisticated Swedish designs. So guys, if you could change one thing in history, what would it be? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below, and you may be featured in a future countdown. See you guys next time!
They were evil because they were all raging homosexuals? So says the 100% historically based book The Pink Swastika, that can basically be summarized as Hitler was totally gay, guys. I can't prove it at all, but that means all homosexuals are bad.